Racing to the 2025 Kentucky Derby, and this time let's get an update before we go into the first of our separation Saturdays. Of course, a big day of racing on the Kentucky Derby prep scene. We've got separation Saturday, some recent winners like Rapture at Oaklawn Park, Necessity, another winner at Oaklawn Park, and the champ is back. Citizen Bull entered in the Robert B. Lewis on Saturday. But a big weekend of Derby preps. We've got the Robert Lewis, we've got the Withers Stakes from New York, and the Holy Bull from Gulfstream. All three of these races are points races towards the Kentucky Derby. 20 points to the winner, 10 points for second, and that Withers field does include Captain Cook, who won by 9 lengths in the slop the last time, Uncle Jim, who was second to Cyclone State, and Cyclone State may be running in the Saudi Derby. And then we've also got Global Steve, a 2-time winner at Park, shipping in to New York for the Withers. Now, Gulfstream Park on Saturday is the Holy Bull. We've got Ferocious, the big winner at Saratoga in his debut. Tappan Street for Brad Cox, a nice-looking maiden winner a few weeks ago. Guns Loaded, the Mucho Macho Man winner, and Burnham Square, a recent winner at Gulfstream. I've got previews of the Withers Stakes and the Holy Bull Stakes up on the channel if you want to watch them. The champ is back on Saturday. Citizen Bull entered in the Robert Lewis. It is a 5-horse field, and Baffert entered 3 of them, but trainer Bob Baffert says probably only 2 of them are going to run. Rodriguez may ship out for another race on the trail, but that would leave us with Matticat Road, maybe Citizen Bull, probably most likely to run. Valentine's Candy entered to fill up this race, but which one gets the lead? Who do they want to rate a little bit? We will see if Citizen Bull can come back a winner at Robert Lewis at Santa Anita. Now, the leaderboard after last week, Speed King, of course, winning the race at Oaklawn Park, the Southwest. He's now got 25 points. Citizen Bull leads the way. He's got 40 Kentucky Derby points, and basically he's already in the field. Last couple of years, you would easily be in with 20 points, so we'll see what happens. Disco Time and Coal Battle, they are getting ready for their next races. Built, most likely going to be in the Risen Star. And Getaway Car, it looks like he is going to the Saudi Derby as his next race. Jonathan's Way pointing to the Risen Star on February 15th at the fairgrounds. Now let's take a look at some recent winners that may be hitting the stakes trail. We've got Rapture at Oaklawn Park. I like this race because he shipped from Gulfstream Park to Oaklawn. He had the 11th post position. Flavian Pratt rides him, but he improved out of that 11th hole, got position early. The sire is Uncle Mo. Speed figure came back good, an 83 buyer, and we'll see what Rapture can do next. But either an allowance race on the undercard of the Southwest or maybe Southwest. I think the Risen Star would be coming up too soon. Maybe even a possibility of going to Turfway Park for Rapture if they want to go stakes races. Now, another maiden filly winning on Saturday over the weekend was Necessity. I like this win. She's in the blue silks or green silks. What I like about this is she kind of drew off with those slow fractions. Now, a lot of times a slow pace, they can sprint home, but Necessity just kind of looked good doing it. She seems to be slowly improving. And again, right now, we really have only got a couple of high-level fillies that have kind of distinguished themselves with immersive off the trail. So I think the winner of the Oaks is either going to be from Good Cheer or maybe Muhima. Otherwise, we've got Abundant Allowance and maiden winners. We'll see what the Las Virginis and the Forward Gals shake out this weekend. Legitimate. Here's an example of a horse that improved in the slop. He improved by almost 10 points as Beyer speed figure. He just rolled down the stretch. This is what they mean by a sealed track. Look how smooth the surface is on the inside. The outside, kind of more rough. So a smooth, sealed track, legitimate rolls. Trainer Michael McCarthy said he may put him in a stakes race. Of course, Michael McCarthy also trains journalism, who's pointing for the San Felipe. The Brisnet speed figure came back a 94 for legitimate. Now, Brodeur won an allowance, non-winners of 2, Sunday at Oaklawn Park. This had Handsome Pants. It had Corvino. Brodeur took some early heat from Handsome Pants. He's the 6th horse. Shrugs him off. You kind of see him getting a lot of heat early in the race. Opened up on the turn, but then Curvino dived at him late. Brodeur holds on for the win. The Brisnet speed figure came back in 80, and the sire is Nyquist for Brodeur. He's got back-to-back wins, a maiden win and allowance win at Oaklawn Park, and we could see him go to a stakes race next as well for Brodeur. Now, this was a sprint winner, but I did want to point out Dreamin' Blue. Big Brisnet speed figure at 96, and look at him finish off this race. Might be kept to sprints. He's by Street Boss. But again, another one that really took to this track, improved, and came home that final 8th to pick up a 96 Brisnet speed figure for Dreamin' Blue. We'll see where he goes next after this maiden win at Oaklawn Park. Again, you've got races like the Lexington, the Peter Pan, other sprint stakes races if they want to take their time before stretching out. Forward Gal Stakes is Saturday at Gulfstream Park, 3-year-old fillies. This one will be kind of a barometer for good cheer. Let's go to Eclatante at Keeneland. This was a nice win. She lost a good cheer the last time out, but Eclatante, trained by Brad Cox, got to face Rojo Rita and some other good horses at Gulfstream Park in Florida. This is her first start in 2025 for Eclatante. So let's line up some of the stakes races and the fields coming ahead. We've got the Sam F. Davis, Owen Almighty, the disqualified winner of the Pasco Stakes. He'll be back. John Hancock, maybe a recent maiden winner for Brad Cox at Tampa. Treaty of Rome for Chad Brown. He's going to pass on the Holy Bull. He is possibly going to go to the Sam F. Davis or the Risen Star. Then you've got Statesman, another maiden winner for Todd Pletcher that recently won at Tampa Bay as well. So that Sam F. Davis, maybe even Naughty Rascal, could be a nice race before the Tampa Bay Derby. Then we've got Speed King. Of course, he won last week. He is possibly going to go Rebel and then Arkansas Derby. They may point to both, but a lot of times they settle on one. We'll see where Speed King goes next for that series at Oaklawn. The Rebel Stakes with Bullard now possibly pointing. He was the winner of the Bob Hope Stakes. Speed King, Cole Battle, of course, he passed on the Southwest. He won the Smarty Jones. And then Brodeur is another one. D. Wayne Lucas with a possible couple entries as well in the Rebel Stakes. But that should draw 10 to 11 horses like it usually does for that $1.25 million purse. The points races continue. We're getting into the first weekend of Saturday in February. Sam F. Davis on February the 8th, Risen Star on February 15th. Then we got the Sunland Derby. Then we go to the Rebel Yell and the Fountain of Youth on March 1st back at Gulfstream Park. So prep races every weekend, the month of February. Free racing picks for the Holy Bull card. Sign up once, you're good to go. Risen Star as well. For the rest of the year, we'll have Kentucky Derby picks. Also, the Triple Crown Prospectus. We write about the 3-year-olds every Monday. Hit subscribe in the description below. Lots to come on the trail. Share, like, and subscribe. What do you think of Citizen Bull on Saturday and the Holy Bull Stakes at Gulfstream Park? Remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.